Hello, welcome back to the Bear Den. My name is Maya, and this is my humble abode where I kind of just talk about whatever the fuck I want. And hold on, I have notes today because I'm just moving around this episode mainly because it's like I feel like you get more of my personality if I'm standing and moving around and like shifting around. And my boyfriend figured out how to turn autofocus on the camera, so hopefully I'm in focus and it's not like fixed into one specific range of depth perception. That would fucking suck. But anyways, today I just want to make a simple and short type of message. It's remember, life can be simple. Like, it just can be sometimes. And sometimes my brain, I get really anxious, so I just complicate things. I make things seem harder than they are. Like, I make things seem more difficult than they are, and I feel like that's not necessary. And let me go into it. All right, so what brought this up in me is kind of like I've been reading a children's book recently. It is Howl's Moving Castle. My mom had me watch this movie 1,000 times over, from like child to adult. It's her favorite movie, and it was based off a children's book, Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. It's a trilogy, and I have the trilogy. My boyfriend bought the trilogy for me, and I'm reading it right now, and I'm just chewing through it because it's a children's book. It's a super easy read, and if you struggle with reading, or if you struggle with, keeping focus, and you kind of need like fast, simple content, shorts, reels, like TikToks, and you need kind of things spoon-fed to you because your attention span is like garbage, then I suggest children's books because it spoon feeds everything to you, and it kind of just reminds me of how simple life can be. Like, yes, you can have like an elaborate, big, thick book with all these different descriptions and all these different hold on, what is the wording I use? Children's books, like a story, they show that a story can just be as satisfying with so much less to describe and so much less to say. It reminds me of the tiny, obscure details are appreciated but not necessary to having a good story or even a good life. And what I meant by that is, like, you can focus on every little thing. As the narrator of your life, you can focus on every little detail and every little failure or issue or every little even thing that makes you happy. You can even focus on like every little thing that makes you happy. Like, that is you as a narrator. You can kind of zoom into the amount of detail your story, like how you observe or live out your story. If you focus on every detail that sucks and every moment that sucks, then you're just creating, the more you focus in on things that are negative, you as the author are just adding pages and pages onto a situation that doesn't need a chapter on. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't. So that's why I'm like, children's books, they're so like easy and spoon-fed. You don't need to describe every little minute detail. You can, but you don't have to for it to be a good, thick story. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's honestly kind of it. Like, I know that's very fast and very short. I think it's just like, yeah, we're the narrator, a part of me is like, maybe this has to do with my more spiritual side, where it's like, if you pass, you go somewhere. That means whatever you want to call it, your monads, your soul, your mind, your intellect, your reason, whatever it is that's like beyond the physical that makes you who you are. Maybe it's just your personality, anything like that, any shade or form of that, I would say that's your story. And even I believe that like sometimes souls can hold memories, and if your soul was to remember anything, then don't focus in on the things you don't want it to remember. Like, don't like hold regret and anger so heavily, because in the next life, like, that's probably gonna be a key detail that your soul or your mind holds even throughout your life. Like, don't torture yourself like that. Don't Don't do that to yourself, because that is your story. Like, you know how you like read a really sad story, you're like, why the fuck would the author do that? Don't do that to yourself. Don't make a tragedy out of your own life unless you want to, for the drama, for the gigs, for the likes, for doing whatever you, like for whatever. But it doesn't have to be unless you make it that. And sometimes, I'm only saying that because sometimes people be falling into that trap and not mean to. Like, if you want to make your life miserable, fine, do it on purpose. But I just want to say this, so those of you that don't want to do it on purpose have like a little reminder, like, damn, maybe like it can be that deep. Yes, you can think of it that deep, but if it really tears you apart and doesn't really help anyone else, then it's just affecting your story. Then it's just affecting your narration, and you're just, that just really makes it worse for you, you know? So anyways, yeah, this is kind of short. Anyways, this is the Bear Den. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I would really appreciate it. I love basically doing this, talking. It gets like my brain moving, you know? It gives me something more to do than just school, because then I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do after school? And then if I have this, then it's just like, no, it's okay, just talk through your feelings, you're gonna be all right, it's gonna be fine. So thank you for that, and thank you for coming here and experiencing this with me. So thank you. Bye.